We're in this really interesting trend in gaming where games show up and they explode on the market.
And then they fizzle out and die. Go watch the original video and go follow Stray. He's an excellent creator. Now here's the thing. Like Stray said, this is nothing new. Games were always designed to be played for a while and then abandoned for the next thing. And that while has become shorter and shorter and shorter. And people have pointed to these games like Pal World and Multiverses, which release in non-finished form and then don't follow up on their content promises. And here's the correlation that a lot of people aren't pointing to, but that people in the games industry already know about. The reason why this is happening is because of success and exposure. Multiverses and Pal World both had ways that you could pay for them before they came out. Pal World released in early access for $25. Multiverses had basically microtransactions that you could partake in even though the game was free. If, during your early access period, you make enough money that you have recouped your development costs and are already dipping into profit margin, you have no reason to continue development. In fact, it would be a pretty bad business decision to spend more money and go back into the negative with the hopes that you will once again hit positive the next time you release the game. And there are games that have tanked because in their early access, they made a ton of money and they spent all that money on finishing the game and then made no money when that game released. This is just another example of how making a good game does not necessarily translate into profit. Sometimes making a worse game creates more profit. And the thing is, you cannot buy a game on future promise. You just can't. Whenever you spend money on a game, and I still buy early access games, but whenever you buy an early access game, you have to be content with the game as it is. Because there is a chance that purchasing that game is what causes it to be unfinished. Do not purchase games for what they might be in the future, because there is no guarantee you will get that. Similarly, this means that if you donate money to a Kickstarter, you need to look at it as a donation. You may just not get something for that money. It's not a purchase, no matter how much you want it to be.